Man, it is getting down to the thick of it. These games absolutely do matter. Only 2 games left for Group B and just 1 remaining now for Group A. Group B really has their work cut out for them here. We'll take a look at the standings here for Day 2 once again. To recap, the top 4 teams, Team Gates, Team G25, those guys, and Team Hectic have separated themselves to an extent. They have almost a 300-point gap there between 5th place. But from 5th place on down, it is pretty close. So we are going to see extreme importance placed on placement today. But as we move our way into game number 3 here for Group B, we are looking at a very easterly plane path here, coming in over Stalber and going down even to the east side of Military Base. So Georgia Pool, Hospital, Quarry Ferry, Pier, Primorse, all of those way out of range of the jump. But a lot of teams are probably going to opt for that car in Rossock to go to the west here.
Yeah, and it's something that we actually saw yesterday, especially in Rossock. We actually saw 2 teams pretty much inside a car with no loot whatsoever running into each other, and I think they both knew exactly what was happening there. They both said, okay, you know what, you go your way, I go my way, we'll meet later on in the game.
Absolutely. I think I caught a little head nod out the window. They see him and it's like, hey, sup, you know, we're just going to keep moving. So we're going to watch the teams kind of disperse here. We do have, looks like the Powerpuff Boys with Iraqi Zorro up north at Stalber. We have teams indeed going towards Rossock, but I don't know if anybody's going for the vehicle. It looks like they actually went a little bit north to the island. So Pachinki. Did we mention a hot drop here? We may have indeed that. Now, they might be going for the vehicles there. I don't know if they'll stick around, but several squads depositing in the middle part of the map. We'll see where they're going to go.
And look at this. We actually have 3 squads going into military. This is something we haven't seen yet. The Team G25 currently in 2nd place for Group B, looking to get a lot of loot, and they might actually get some action that they did not expect. So I think a lot of teams went back, looked at the replay, and they knew exactly where people were dropping, because right now, right here, we got Team Hectic. We also got Team G25 and Daylight. It comes down to who's going to get the better weapons, who's going to get the better loot faster, and who's going to just try to get those kills. And look at G25 bullet right there, landing a little bit late. And check this out. Daylight just barely starting to, ooh, I'm loving that outfit. Look at that cowboy hat. Calm down there, Sheriff.
Got that beautiful SKS with him as well. This is a really hot drop so far here in Military Base. 3 different teams have landed here. We've got, looks like Team Hectic in the police station here, and at the apartments, they are in the southern apartment as well, but they are right next to Daylight, all 4 members in the apartment directly next to them. But out at the factories, we've got Team G25 looting up as well. So looking at it right in here, rocking the UMP, Jasper with a DP-28, so Daylight is well equipped for those close quarter combat, and they are operating at a 4v2 advantage right now, unless their team can either rotate away or get some support here from Raigani or Josh P, and it looks like they are rotating that way.
And something I want to go ahead and point out on the kill feed, we actually saw Fretopia get 2 downs. We saw Bobby Plays get, I believe it was a sniper down and not a kill, so I'm looking forward to see what they got here. And look at this, we got some Hammers Esports action. Vitali with the Mini 14, which we've seen a lot, and yes, this is exactly what I've been asking for, baby. Let me see that Pachinki action. Let's see who's going to be the king of Pachinki coming through. Thank you, Hammers Esports. I appreciate you guys going there for me.
All right, sounds like we've got a new favorite team here from 7. Looks like Fishy getting a knock there on autocorrect in Pachinki. Shifting our attention back here to the military base, we've got Metalcore and his team peeking out the window. Iron Sights with the Scar. Not ideal, but also not terrible either. At least he's got an AR. Oh, and look at that. Shot through the window onto Riggs. He is not operating with any helmet or armor. He's just got some flowers in his hair, or her hair. Whatever. But that being said, he really could use some armor.
Definitely. Beautiful shots there by Metalcore as he, for some reason, starts staring at the freaking wall. I think he's definitely just looking for some armor, as you mentioned. Interesting stuff when I see players go ahead and do that. For some reason, they decide to go ahead and engage, even though they don't have the armor. Now, more than likely, they heard the team G25 going to go ahead and sneak up on them. They do not want to get sandwiched here. It is so early in the game. We already have a team going out. Not quite sure what that team was. Hopefully, we'll be able to go ahead and see see here in a replay of what happened there. But G25 now starting to move in, and look at this. Hammers Esports getting some kills there. Vitaly getting that down. And in case you're tuning in case you're new to PUBG Mobile, the downs work like this. If you get knocked down, your team will have a little bit of time to go ahead and pick you up. Now, if you get knocked down a bunch of times, you will actually go ahead and start dying faster, and your team might not have as much time to go ahead and pick you up.
If you take a look at the map here, we've got the top 3 teams. We've got Team Gates looting up Novo, uncontested. We've got Team G25 in a hot drop situation in the military base, sandwiching another squad right now. We've got action in Pachinki. And then the third place team is looting up in Yasnaya Polyana, completely uncontested. So this is looking good for both those guys and Team Gates. Here in Pachinki, we do have Fishy and Shadow making their way down the main avenue here. Vitaly supporting them. And they are engaged with a couple of squads here. Who will make it out of Pachinki? It kind of remains to be seen. We've also got Marciano Gaming looting up in North Georgia Pole, pretty much uncontested. However, the Powerpuff Boys have finished looting up north in Stalber, and they've swept through the shooting range, and it looks like they are heading in to meet up with Team Marciano Gaming in North Georgia.
And right here, look at this action. We got G25 now going up against Daylight, and we saw Team Hecting just backing up. Now, they do currently have about a minute and 20 seconds until this zone starts moving. And keep in mind, they are 1,200 meters away from that zone. Now, luckily for them, it is the first zone. It is not going to go ahead and do as much damage, but you don't want to go ahead and stay out for too long. And especially, we might see something that we saw in the previous game when you try to go some plan that you wanted to go to, for example, Wicked, right? Wicked's team wanted to go through that bridge. They were not able to, so something to go ahead and keep an eye on. And right here, Daylights know exactly where Team Hectic's at. They might have forgotten that G25 might move into them. And look at this right here. Everybody's just setting up for a lot of action here in military base.
Nobody can really afford to move because no matter who moves first, they're going to be exposed. They're going to be out in the open to somebody. And with that zone going to be creeping in here shortly, it is going to be closing. And while it won't do a lot of damage on its own, nobody wants to be in a firefight taking extra, ticks of damage from a blue zone. That is definitely not ideal. You can see Squad 1, that is Team Gates over in Novo, looting up, and they are getting ready to rotate out of there as well. And there is the knock. Twinkle starts the action for G25, taking one of the Daylight members down from the window. He only suffers a little bit of damage himself. Will they start to pressure at this point? Crypto, the team leader, starting to push over. He's looking to make an entrance. Who is watching the door? This is going to be interesting. Three members
look
make a
at this whole team. G25 just pretty much waiting there at the door. He knows that there's going to be somebody right here at the window. Daylight's Jarford taking people out with the DP28. Although, oh my gosh, that DP28 is coming into handy, except the reloading time takes forever. Is he going to be able to reload it in time? He is not able to reload it in time, and he gets taken down. Daylight's here moving down. They know their teammates are down. Daylight Riggs trying to go ahead and pick him up. There you go. More DP28 action, DP.
Riggs is low, and that's going to do it. Daylight has been wiped off the face of the earth. They are the 18th place team here in round number 3 in Group B, and that is going to leave G25 alive here, but they did lose a member. Bullet falls victim to that first engagement. Now, is Team Hectic going to hear all that commotion, go back and try to pick some off as they saw some people die, or will they just continue to move on to try to get to the zone? At this point, I think it's probably smart to just go ahead and rotate. The zone is coming in. They are a long way from safety, and it does look like Team Gates is starting to move out of Novorotnoye as well. And here we are in North Georgia Pole, and it does look like we have a potential engagement brewing. Trollin blows himself up from underrated. Holy cow, what you doing there, cowboy?
I think he got blown up by the play zone, to be honest. And talking about Team Hectic earlier, as you mentioned, I don't think they're going to go ahead and try to engage there, especially because they might have noticed that it is G25. More than likely, they say, hey, that's a fight we might not want to go ahead and take right now. We've seen a lot of teams do that. For example, earlier, GameStars noticed that Lights Out might have been at crates. They don't want to go ahead and take that, so they'll go ahead and just deter a little bit and go somewhere else. So interesting plays there by those teams landing in military base. And right here we got Pochinki Bandits for some reason just shooting at the wall. I don't think he likes the decoration in this house.
Absolutely. Sometimes the paintings just need to go, and if there's one way to get rid of it, it's just to shoot them up. We have Palmatoro here from Hotted's crew on top of the building. We've got the Pachinki Bandits, Bandits of Rozhok at the current moment, just looting up, not in any real danger here. As we take a look at the map, we've got some potential engagements brewing down towards the bridge as teams make their way to them. It looks like Fragtopia with fake Starsnipe. I keep saying Snarstipe. It's a tongue twister, if you will. He's sitting on the bridge, though, getting ready for people to come across. But North Georgia Pole here is going to see some action potentially. Iraqi Zora has his squad in position with the Powerpuff Boys. They're going to be taking on their enemy here shortly.
And as you mentioned, look at Team Hectic right here, going up against Fractopia. Now, this was an exchange we saw yesterday, and Team Hectic was able to go ahead and come out on top. I wonder if we can actually go ahead and see Team 3 right here, as they're actually about to go ahead and try to cross the bridge. We also have some action here with Powerpuff Boys. Are they going to be able to engage with Team 9, which is going to be Marciano Gaming? They already got Marciano Gaming a little bit hurt. Will they be able to go ahead and get that kill, get that down, and finish them for more points? Or what are they going to be able to do here? Now, something to keep in mind is that if you are on the roof, you can actually move from roof to roof.
Yeah, Marciano Gaming is all together, all 4 players in the same building, focusing their fire on a couple of the opposing members. Iraqi Zoro squad is spread across the city right now, trying to get back together, trying to converge and get a little bit of cohesiveness before they take this fight. But right now, they are spread apart. I don't think that Marciano's team knows this, but there they are. They make a push. They do get a knock.
There.
Nice job. Iraqi Zoro with the Uzi getting it done. They finish the kill.
And Iraqi Zora here just destroying some more people. Iraqi Zora just going in for his team.
Go.
He's going to go ahead and reload that mini one more time. Oh my gosh, man. Somebody stop that man. He just finished up a full squad by himself with just a mini. Please spam me some freaking fire in the chat, because that was insane. Not only did he just breach that room, but he took everybody out in that room and anybody coming in. That was insane, man.
Absolutely.
Look at the replay one more time.
Check the replay here. Iraqi Zora with the Uzi just absolutely ripping through his competition. Marciano peeks. That was not the right move. Gets a nice little jump. Spins around. Gets another knock here.
He knows one more person's coming, and right there. Bye-bye, Irene. Go back to the main lobby and wait for the last game. That was a beautiful play. And talking about Irene, I think this is Lady Hammers. Don't believe Irene's currently playing, but look at that. They're currently rocking a police car, and oh my goodness, that's one of the things that I currently don't have in my game, PB.
Absolutely.
I need to get me that skin.
Danikin's leading her squad through, looks like Gatka here, trying to find some additional loot. They're rocking UMPs right now, multiple of them. So they'd like to find some ARs and better weapons before they get into thicker action a little bit later on. Look at this bridge situation we've got developing right now between Fragtopia and G25. G25 making their way across. They are being loud enough to be heard. They are taking some damage from the zone. Will they get fired upon? It looks like they are going to squeak by. They're unscathed. What compound will they go to? Zone's reset, and it is going further north here. So this zone, or this compound that they're driving by now, is out of the zone. The zone has moved all the way up to North Georgia Pole, Hospital, Southern Crates, and it's looking like everybody's going to have to start rotating to the west.
And it looks like G25, they knew they were going to more than likely take some damage. They knew that somebody might have been waiting there at the bridge. So what they decided to do was just go ahead and make sure they rack up those painkillers and also the energy drinks. That way they can go ahead and continue driving to the zone and heal up at the same time. And look at this drop right here. What's it going to be? Because it is inside the zone. What are we going to have here, ladies and gentlemen? We got a Groza, a suppressor. Oh my goodness. This is paradise right there.
That ghillie suit, man, you could really do some damage in third person with that thing. So don't underestimate the ghillie suit. You saw Pyreteer rock that last game in Group A, and it got him all the way to a second place finish all by himself.
And not only that, with this zone, there's going to be a lot of thick bushes. So more than likely, if somebody gets that, they will definitely be able to use it. And look at this by Underrated. They're currently running with the 2-car squad. Hopefully, we don't see any of the action that we saw yesterday with G-Bay just pretty much being in the middle of nowhere by himself and trolling. He's trolling by himself in just one car.
They're grabbing a third car right now. They're going to take 3 cars with them, and one of them did have an 8-inch lift kit on it. That thing, it was absolutely monstrous, and it's rolling through the field right now. 3 cars with Underrated. We'll have to see where they go to, moving their way towards the mountain right now. I'm kind of curious to see what the strategy is with them, but it looks like Team Gates now moving through the center part of the map. They're going through Ruins. Ruins is my favorite place to drive, hands down. A little sarcasm intended here. Ruins is horrible for vehicles. All kinds of bumps and crazy accidents happen there. Things sticking out of the ground.
I was about to say, that server board, if you actually drive through there, it might come off. I usually try to stay away from that. Yeah, let's not even talk about it.
Absolutely. Well, Carnage here, he's going to be going surfing here shortly. They're heading to the water to put in, catch some waves, cowabunga, dude. But here we go towards the southern crates. Are they going to go to North George, try to grab a position in the city? If they do, Don Iraqi Zorro is going to be waiting for him there with the Uzi, so watch out.
Look at this right there. They notice them soon getting some shots. They know exactly where they're at. And one of the cool things about PUBG Mobile, right, is you can always customize it your own way. There is a bunch of skins. There is a bunch of customs. So I'm really happy to see that somebody has that surfboard right there.
Absolutely. Problem for Soon is, though, that sniper tower is completely isolated, and they've got one person in it. They've got another supporting from across the river, also isolated. So they are basically one person, and you can see Carnage here with the Car 98 is about to do some work. Let's see if he can land it with the 6 times. They know they got shot from there, trying to locate the other teammates. Have not been able to do so just yet, but with all 4 members of Team Gates scoping you in, that's not where you want to be.
And yeah, and that's something that we can have seen a lot, right? We saw yesterday somebody trying to just get the down, knocking somebody down, but not necessarily getting the kill. So sometimes you're gonna have to ask a question to yourself. Do you actually want to go ahead and give your position away, or do you want to just go ahead and play it out? I think sometimes, and it even happens to me, I get a little bit excited. I see a person, I want to get that kill, and I actually end up putting myself in not such a good situation.
Absolutely. You see Tony here with the level 2 helmet equipped, and that is not going to stand up to any sort of bolt-action sniper rifle. It will be a one-shot kill if Tony chooses to peek. We'll have to see how this plays out, but in a position of power right now, center zone is Team Gates. They will likely not have to rotate for a little bit. No kills to their name right now, but again, sitting on the top spot, they don't necessarily need the kills. Just securing a top placement will be good enough for them.
And we got another drop. Look at this. The game is pretty much just teasing them. It is going to drop it between them.
Absolutely. You
Who's
guys
going to try to go for it?
This crate that's smoking with red. Oh, man, look at that. It's coming down right now. That is actually pretty funny.
If we can actually see what's inside that crate to see if it's even worth going for, because if there's an AWM, and what I think here from Tony Wizard, he knows he's kind of in a bad situation. More than likely, he's not going to try to push. He knows that they're staring at him, thankfully, because they're playing third person, but they got snipers. And look at this, a favorite. It's finally in the game. The SLR as well. Ooh. And not only that, we got the MK14. Would you risk it, PB? Would you go for this crate?
I would be peeking hard on this sniper tower, trying to take out Tony, and at that point I may go for it while I'm rotating. But with where this is at in the center of the zone, they don't have any need to go anywhere right now. They're actually going to be able to stay put for quite some time. More cars rotating in right now, and it's starting to get cozy in this circle. 16 teams left alive, and there is not a lot of space between them at this point.
And right here, one of the teammates from Tony is actually engaging with what I believe it is Team 8, and Team 8 is going to meet those guys, led by that guy. And let's see, is Tony going to get out of this position? I think he's going to more than likely going to have to wait for the next zone. In the next zone, everybody's scrolling pretty much trying to position themselves. Look at Potato Sam. Potato Sam, there's no somebody there. Somebody by crates. He wants to get those kills. G25. Wow. Okay, G25 being able to go ahead and position himself from crates. Hopefully that is in the safe zone. We're going to go ahead and see here in just a couple seconds. Stay tuned because everybody might have to go ahead and start. Oh my gosh. Look at that zone, PB. Everybody once again mostly outside the zone. Tony now in a very, very bad situation as he knows he's going to have to get out of there. He's going to have to run, and he has no backup. And Team Gates pretty much has everything.
Did you think that you were going to see a bridge camp in the northern part of the map? Now,
I did not.
We've got those guys as well as Team Soon kind of camping that bridge just to the east of crates right now, and they are kind of gatekeepers right now for everybody trying to get to the north. As you can see, a lot of teams are in vehicles right now trying to make their way to the north. You can see Underrated making their way across, just hitting each other, hitting trees, really non-discriminate with what objects they're running into. This is impressive stuff from them.
And right here, do they go for that crate? I don't think they even know that Team Gates and currently soon
Oh,
are
boy.
between each other.
Here comes Underrated
Oh my
zooming across the
gosh.
field. So many vehicles. Tony has got to be shaking in her boots. So here we go. Thunder across.
passing right by Team Gates, and he actually gets shot. He might actually get taken down from his car as he's very, very low on health. I think he might have decided just it's better to jump into the water, and those guys just decide to camp it a little bit. As we saw Back to the
Look at
Future
all these
there.
things.
What is going on there? All right.
That car trolling is absolutely trolling. He basically flies on by. That is definitely not intended. It looks probably a little bit different on his screen for sure. But in the spectator mode, sometimes you'll see some funny things like that. He just flies by in a monster truck. But that was pretty neat stuff. It looks like UR will make their way north unscathed. They did have one player get pretty well damaged, but he's able to survive and move along to safety. So those guys still hanging out, camping. They know that Gabe's money is next door in the sniper tower, and they don't have any need to move. They know the vehicle is there, somebody's present. They probably don't know how many, but they know it's not a full squad.
And Tony currently actually getting shot by Team Gates, and look at this. We got Team 12 Pochinki Bandits being able to do some damage here on Underrated when Underrated was flying around as we saw there earlier. Now Konoha, a great player that we saw being able to clutch a 1v3 yesterday. Is he gonna have the same performance here today? That's something I want to go ahead and keep an eye on, and let's see. Check this out. Team Hectic is currently playing pretty much the zone, which sometimes can kind of backfire, especially because if they have to cross the bridge, they are going to find themselves in not such a great position. And something else to go ahead and point out is that Hammers Esports seems to be camping a little bit of the bridges. So both of the bridges into that island are currently being pretty much protected in a sense.
You can see those guys moving in right now on the sniper tower towards the bridge. They're sick of waiting around. They're going to go to try to take that person out. We do have Boomer Sooner falls, knocks himself. I think he got shot there by Palmatoro just before we cut to the scene here. But yeah, he falls to knock himself, and I don't know that anybody's around to actually pick him up. So a little bit unfortunate there. Binky Princess making her way across for Team Firefox. They are also trying to get to the zone on foot, running through the ruins right now. They've got a long way to go. There's the knock. Denki getting the grenade kill on Gabe over at that sniper tower. Those guys wiping out one of the members, trying to secure a safe passage to the zone. But again, great fight going on there at the bridge.
I think Team Firefox might have heard us in regards to not driving by ruins. They decide to just go ahead and go on foot, and they got to hurry up. They got to make it into the zone. And Team Hectic with just a huge flank being able to secure themselves into the zone. Interesting plays there by them. And check this out here. We got Lady Hammers cruelly getting lit up by Team Claytano. Team Claytano, as we also have another squad just jumping out of nowhere. Team Hectic, I believe that was coming out of nowhere. The action we are about to get here, ladies and gentlemen, get ready because we also have Fructopia coming. Is anybody going to go for that crate? I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
I think everybody is just baiting it.
We got a new shift on the zone. It continues to go to the east. Oh my goodness. Everybody's going to have to continue to rotate. This is turning into quite the crazy fight. We've got, it looks like Fractopia taking on Team Claytano, and Team Claytano is getting beaten up right now. The Mini taking out Quickscope. Are they going to be able to survive? Will they be able to get their first kill of the tournament? So far, not looking good. They are getting knocked, and it looks like 4 kills right now for Star Snipe. We've got Nick at Night and Bobby Plays, Evo, all of these guys, YouTubers, and they're hoping to pick up some followers with a strong performance here in this one.
Fractopia, they're going for a great show, and they know that the other team was getting shot there. Team Claytano by D25, and being able to just move in. Look at Bobby Plays just trying to do that quick little single fire by the AKM. Great strategy there by Bobby Plays.
Absolutely. It looks like Team Gates is finally getting into the action at this point, taking down a couple of players from Hammers. 15 teams left alive right now. That is a lot of teams for this tiny of a circle. You can see it's going to constrict even more shortly. We will try to keep up our best as we can with the action, but there's going to be a lot of names flying up in the kill feed in just a moment. We've got Underrated camping the top of the hill here, still zooming around in vehicles. They are mobbing around very brazenly with those vehicles. They don't seem to care that everybody in the world is looking at them shooting.
They definitely are, and look at this. Hammers Esports, they're going for it. They want to go ahead and get some kills. Pochinki Bandits there, I think Kahona was actually taken out, and they want to push the action. There is so many teams, as you mentioned, PB, in this tiny little circle, and we got Team Hectic going up against just some dudes. They're trying to pretty much, Team Hectic, from what it seems like, they're trying to get the better angle. They are not very close to each other. Josh P, Remix, and Ray away from each other. I have yet to see Metalcore. I think he is still alive. There you go. Metalcore is near a car, and check this out. Their car that they were using this whole time gets blown up. So now they're pretty much handicapped. They gotta watch out for the zone every single time it moves, which it is moving right now.
Oh, Metal gets shot in the butt. He's going to jump up, take cover behind a tree. He's forced to turn around and deal with the threat. That's Josh P shooting him from behind. We have ourselves Team Hectic trying to get to safety here. It looks like Buck, actually. Buck Army and GD Cooch getting over towards the zone here. Man, this is
great shot there by Remix.
Knocked by Iraqi Zoro. Iraqi Zoro's having a really fantastic game here. He's doing some really good stuff for the Powerpuff
And
Boys.
check this out here by Ray using the VSS zone, one of the guns that you actually don't see that often. And Remix with that Mini 14, we've seen that Mini 14 so many moments now, so many times in this gameplay. Josh P's gotta go ahead and move up. Shushman, they also, Team Hectic has to watch out because Girthy Dingoes is coming up behind them. They do not want to get caught outside this zone, especially if somebody is behind you. And Metalcore getting some beautiful shots here. Metalcore with the UMP and the level 3 vest, which is currently damaged, so more than likely he wants to stay away from some people. Ray gets taken out by Trolling. Josh P takes out Trolling, trading kills here as
in all of
the
this
action,
madness,
it's insane.
We still have 15 teams alive.
My gosh.
There are people knocked everywhere, all over the battlefield. The zone has come in, and it is forcing some movement, some fights, and it is chaos. And as you can see, we just had Hammers eliminated team. Teams are now down to 14. So again, Iraqi Zoro going absolute ham with the UMP, having a fantastic game with the submachine guns. We've got Team Gates getting in on the action. Carnage finishing off Nate Brock, courtesy of the knock by Rolex. It looks like Grimes getting in on it now for those guys, taking out G25 Twinkles. So team that is ranked 3rd, taking out the 2nd ranked team. We have madness
crazy
going on.
And it looks like Ashley from the Lady Hammers, Danikins gets taken out her first because Renee was still alive. So some of the Lady Hammers are still alive. Danikins once again gets taken out. I believe that is the team captain. Is Metalcore gonna be able to clutch some of these kills? He wants to stay close to his team. There you go. He's able to finish them up. Great showing there by Ray once again with the VSS. That is insane. I have never seen that gun being used around this time. Kudos to him. Now it looks like they are currently down one teammate. I believe it was Remix, the one that got killed, and Evo YT getting some kills as well there on Daichi.
Oh, Grimes taking down G25 and Richie getting Twinkles knocked. Grimes taking down Crypto, and that is almost everybody in the squad. It looks like
right
here.
There.
That's the squad wipe. As you can see, those guys taking down the 2nd ranked team. So it looks like they will jump above them. Those guys up to 4 kills as well. So they'll move into 2nd place. It looks like here in Group 2 after if everything remains the same. We'll see a replay here from Richie's point of view from those guys. Great shots here from the AK. This gun, like we said, in close quarters, as this is pretty close, absolutely wrecking multiple players at a time there.
Great plays right there. And also while we were watching that, in the kill feed, Bobby plays for Fretopia was just going off. So huge shout out to him because he's putting in some work. Yesterday he wasn't able to do so well. He came out to play on day number 2, and that's something that we're seeing here. A lot of the people that might have not done so well are doing amazing here on day number 2. And it just, as we mentioned, it comes down to team chemistry, right? If they play more and more, they're gonna do better. And we have 9 teams left. A Hammer's Knight is able to go ahead and destroy PRC with, I believe it was a grenade. Oh my goodness, look at this circle once again.
Another
only one
shift.
team. Only one team inside that zone, PB.
This is chaos, man. Another hard shift on the zone. We've got, looks like 2 teams now in the circle. Everyone else having to fight their way there. We got a great fight going on between Fractopia and those guys. It looks like, oh, wow. That is huge. Those guys just superior gun skills at the start, but plenty of knock players themselves. Fake Star Snipe coming up, getting some clutch knocks, and it looks like Nick at Night, Evo, and Star Snipe will possibly persevere here. It's
Fake
gonna
Star
take some
Snipe
clutch
there
play.
gets destroyed. He was not able to clutch it like yesterday. Now we got Nick at Night. Is he gonna be able to clutch it for his team?
Oh,
there
that guy. Oh my goodness, extremely clutch play from him. Down to Knight now. He is the only one left alive from his squad, and it looks like those guys guys are going to take a second to patch up, get a little bit healed. They know they have to win this engagement, but look at the timer, guys. 34 seconds until the next circle will start to come in, and they are on the far side of the zone, so whoever is going to get to the zone, you can see Nick at Night's going to bail. He is trying for placement at this point, but in a car with a circle this small and 8 teams left alive, he's going to draw some attention.
And look who's still alive. Team Gates is ready for some action as they do see Fretopia moving in there with 9 Knights getting shot. Don't want to be in a car. You're more than likely going to go ahead and get blown up. There you go. He gets taken out by Team Gates. That is, yeah, with this circle, as you mentioned, don't want to go ahead and do that. Rather go prone, but I guess they at least were able to get there, the A spot. Now, Rolex, look at Rolex currently here going up against Knight. Rolex tells him, go back to the lobby. Knight, you just got wrecked.
That's another squad down. Rolex getting it done for Team Gates. We're down to 6 remaining. Potato Sam from Gates taken down, underrated. And G-Bay is on the ground, knocked, waiting for his teammates to pick him up. But they are under pressure right now with Gates and those guys sandwiching him. Both members of Lights Out just absolutely trying to take their lights out. This is not a favorable position at all for underrated. They are getting shot from 3 different sides here.
It is not. And look at all the teams that are currently still outside this zone. Only one team, what it looks like, only one player from one team is currently in this zone. In all those smokes, we got Team Gates against those guys. Who's going to go ahead and take it here? And we do still have 5 more teams left as everybody's going to have angles on everybody. So you're going to see a lot of people getting knocked down right here. Potato Sam is starting to rotate around. He knows he has to watch out for Gertie Dingoes because they do still have one more player alive. There you go. Those Grimes actually gets taken out by somebody from Team Gates. And Alchemy able to take out Denki from those guys. It looks like that guy and G-Bay are going to be fighting here pretty soon as well.
Absolutely. If anybody is going to clutch it, it's going to be that guy. That's somebody that you got to really count on. But he does get knocked here from Rolex from across the field. This is just too chaotic, though, for every team. It's going to come down to who has, the jump on who has the better gun skills. Because as you can see from the sky cam here, we have an open field zone with 5 teams alive and like 0 cover. There's 5 trees there in the middle for people to hide behind. So you see the smokes come out, people trying to get cover. You see Richie crawl into the smokes next to his everyday teammate
and
Rolex,
look at
but
this.
they're on opposing squads here.
Alchemite doesn't realize that Team Hectic was laying down those little snakes. They were able to go ahead and secure 2 kills. Team Hectic just playing
down
it
to 4
safe.
teams now. Hectic there with the clutch finish there. Josh P getting knocked.
Claytano is able to go ahead and take him out.
Oh,
and look at this.
Metalcore with a huge kill right before he gets knocked from the play zone. Unfortunate for him, but they are able to finish a couple of people from Team Gates.
And who do you think is going to win right here? Let us know in the comments because we do have 4 teams left.
Richie knocks
Team
Rolex.
3, Team Hectic still has one alive. There you go. Team Hectic is out of it. Is Team Gates going to be able to pick him up? More than likely, they're going to sacrifice him. Here we go. It comes down to this. Potato Sam currently getting picked up by Carnage. Richie,
oh my goodness.
still alive.
4 alive, but
team.
3 teams. Richie in a 1v2v1 situation. Carnage, Sam from Team Gates trying. Oh my goodness, they're in the middle. We've got also Girthy Dingo's player number
Nobody knows
Team
he's
15
there.
on the right side. Yeah, they don't know he's there. Will he engage? Will he take the shot? Sam and Carnage have their backs to him. They know Richie is there behind the tree. They really want to take him out. They know that it's a threat. Throwing grenades, but unfortunately right now they do not know. The Girthy Dingoes is off prone on the side. He's got a shot to win this if he can take out both of these guys in the center, but the smart move is perhaps to play for placement and stay unnoticed while these 2 squads duke it out.
Do they want to go for the 3rd place? Do they want to go for the 2nd place, the 1st place? Which one do you want to go to? Because that's what it comes down to. If you wanted to, Girthy Dingoes could go ahead and flank because Team Gates is just so focused on Richie as Richie's now to start to make a move. It doesn't seem like he might have enough ammo there.
Richie finished by Carnage, but Sam is weakened. Now Girthy Dingoes have an opportunity to push their way in. Carnage at full health, though, covering his teammate with the M4. Brilliant teamwork there as one player emptied his magazine, the other waited to fire, it looked like, until Richie was exposed. And here they go to the other side of the zone. They finish him off, and that is going to do it. Team Gates again with the victory in the tournament. We are looking at their 2nd victory, and again, those guys finishing 3rd overall in this one with quite a few kills as well.
Interesting plays there by everybody. My goodness, what a finish. I am surprised, though, that Gertie Dingoes decided not to go ahead and engage. And look at this finish right here. Carnage knows that more than likely he's not going to be there because Richie was not shooting at him. So they're going to go ahead and just do a full 180 and go the other way around and try to see if they can go ahead and find the man that was laying down throughout the whole time at the end, M-Bone HD, and pretty much gets destroyed there as he's just decided to not shoot one single bullet.
It definitely was not a surprise. As you could see, the second place team there, Girthy Dingoes, 0 kills throughout the entire game.
Yeah.
I am not sure that they picked up one just yet, but you know what? It got them to second place. But as you can see, those guys coming in third place with quite a few kills, that will place them above there. So you can see the importance of having kills throughout the course of the game. But props to Girthy Dingoes for getting second place.
That's right. But overall, as you mentioned, Team Gates, 2 wins, not in a row, but 2 wins during their group so far. So very impressive stuff from them. And a game of hard shifts once again.
Yes.
I think that's what really helped Girthy Dingoes in the fact that Bone HD had 2 of those hard shifts towards the end really favor him, and he was able to stay alive.
And right here, we were able to see from the beginning, Daylight just going up against G25, and G25 being able to take out Jasper as he was able to just reload. The reload was just taking way too long, and look at Aztec right here. This was a beautiful play, but that man, as he was able to go ahead and take out a full squad by himself, and oh my gosh.
P90 Princess getting no love from her adversaries, blowing her up in the field, and then here's you are.
Some team-on-team action.
I don't know what's going on. The Jeeps, the army of Jeeps, not quite what they were hoping for, but Hammers here peeking in on their enemies from across the way, and some nice work with that M4. Good job from Animosity here. And then we got Richie towards the end. Clutch play with the AK, taking down G25, making sure they finish a little bit lower